healthcare right now, what's going on in AI. It's always have that 1% error.
Do the mistake in healthcare, it is going to impact a patient, it is going to impact a family. It's not the technology, it's somebody like AI is not going to replace the provider. I had a dream to be a doctor, but life it had a different plan.
Hi Anita. Thank you for making this podcast. And the theme or the series of this podcast here is, at least for me, it's about the curiosity which I'm carrying about AI in the enterprise segment. And I'm trying to talk with more and more thought leaders who are in this space, learning and doing and integrating it. And one of the curiosity has always been about for me is in healthcare right now, what's going on in AI and healthcare together. And specifically in your genre of integration, would love to know more about that. And that's a purely, this podcast will be through curiosity. You can pause me anywhere. You can ask any questions you have, or it can be a candid conversation. You can have the conversation from your end as well if you have any questions or curiosity at your end. But yeah, let's start. In general, can you give the introduction in 1 minute and tell us something about yourself, where if we share with your friends, they feel surprised about you. Oh, this is Anita. We never knew about it.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Okay. So thank you so much, Abdul. It's great to be here, and I'm really excited about this discussion. And yeah, let me give you a little bit introduction about myself. So this is Anita Nayak, and I'm the CEO at ClinDCast. So we are a healthcare IT company, and we partner with healthcare organization. We help them for their EHR implementation, integration service, data migration from legacy application to the main EMR application. So EHR implementation and the interoperability service, that is the main thing we do. And apart from that, I'm very passionate about creating opportunity and empowering the next generation. So the one interesting thing is like about me is like when I grow up, I had a dream to be a doctor. But life it had a different plan, and I landed into the healthcare IT space. That's what I started my career. And for me, when I look back, like the dream I had to help people and work in the healthcare space, I feel still I am into the healthcare space, but I use a different door to enter into the healthcare, because the code we write, the support we provide to the provider, end of the day, it is for the patient to provide the quality care. So that's all.
Awesome. And you said like you want to be doctor, but today if I see you are working with doctors and probably very equal impact you're contributing to the society, right? So
Yes.
fascinated to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I was just going through your profile, and when I understood like you are coming from Orissa, uh, one part of India, now being into US, starting the venture, that too in healthcare, and it's been so many years. And if I can know what that journey of yours, that will be really uh, curiosity is there for me. Like, how does it started the journey for you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, my journey from Odisha, yes, I came from a small village called Mirzapur and from Odisha. So the journey, it has been very exciting. And I mean, it was like when you change the country, it's not like you are only changing the address, right? So you are entering into a new culture, new people, right? New environment. So you have to adjust. And yes, definitely, I met on the way, I met so many amazing people on the way. And also, when I came here, I needed a totally different, right? You see, India and America, right? Over there, day, it's night. I mean, totally different. So, but on the way, like I met so many amazing people. The way I'm thinking, maybe that helped me a lot where I am today. And the journey was, it was not so easy to be here. but it's a lot of lots of ups and down. And also when I started my career, when I came here, I keep on focusing more into how to learn more, how to understand healthcare, not only the task level, as a whole. That helps me a lot. And also, I got an opportunity to work in both payer and provider space. So I got more clarity how the healthcare system works. And on the way, I understand, okay, here is the gap. So that helped me to set up my company. Okay, here is the gap, and definitely I can add value. So that's what I'm growing, and I set up my organization.
Yeah, but it's quite fascinated and inspiring to me. Women from India going to
Yeah.
US, setting up, it's quite a big journey, at least from Indian context when I see, right? It's glad to see that empowerment is coming up on the journey. And uh, I'm just like, curiosity for me is like, how was your entrepreneurship triggers, or how did you actually start your venture? And maybe a bit background about what you do, what your company does will also help. But in those trigger moments, like, how did that started for you as such?
Actually, the tough thing is I started my company during COVID time. It was a tough decision, but you can see during COVID time, COVID, it impacted everybody. Globally, it impacted, right? And same time, the way people think, the way people live, it impacted every angle to everybody. Same time also, it impacted me. It impacted me like the way, but I feel it impacted in a positive way. When we started working from home, and again, I was into the healthcare space. That time, I was working for a bigger hospital system, and when I was working from home, I was just keep on thinking, what is my purpose? Because every day you see those bad news, right? People are losing life. And also I was thinking, what is my purpose, why I'm here? It's not like end of the day, say tomorrow you are going to die, because the way the things were happening, you don't know whether tomorrow is there or not, right? So I think that shifted my mindset. Let me do something different before I leave. I should do something big, or people should remember who she is. It's not like, okay, you come and go just like that. So that changed my mindset, and that's what I started. I also take a lot of suggestion from my friends and mentors and all. I felt that was not the right time. Everyone was showing, Anita, so this is the risk. And but since I was involved into the healthcare space, I see provider was struggling, hospital struggling, patient struggling, how they can get the care from home and all. Then that time I see the gap. Here is the gap. I can solve the problem, because our core thing is interoperability, how system can connect with each other, how patient can get better care if they are also not in the hospital, far from the hospital, remotely, how they can get the care. So that triggered my mind, said, okay, so this is the right time, let me do something. So everything was not like, I didn't have anything that time. I just okay, let me start. On the way I keep on learning, okay, this is the, because I didn't have the right resource, only the mindset I had the right mindset. Yes, I can add value here, and I see here is the problem. So that triggered me to set up ClinDCast.
But was there any like, uh, for me when I started the journey, there was honestly like no support or something. It was navigating from one after one, right, and learning by yourself. For you, like, how was your like starting days? Like, how did you start? Your co-founder, or even first employee, the first client. How was the journey there?
Yeah, the journey was not easy, because you are the founder, you have to understand, right? The initial days, it was really challenging. It was challenging to get the right resource. It was challenging to get the first project. It was challenging to build the trust also. Because if someone you don't have trust, they are not going to give you the project, right? Yeah, and the initial days, the good thing was, because I have expertise, I knew that, and I was very hardworking. I knew that yes, I can make it, because the project on in my career, when I look back, I give my 100%. The project I did work, and I was 100%, I can make it. The thing here is like, yes, it took time, and initial days, like it's like you have to wear multi hats, right? You have to do the HR part, you have to do the project delivery, you will be the team leader, you will be the CEO, everything, right?
Yeah.
So, but on the way I learned, but it was tough. But I did a lot of hard work. Still, I'm doing, and I think that helped me a lot because my goal was very clear, what I am doing, and on the way, everything slowly get clear, and I keep on getting the project, and I get more clarity.
Got it. Yeah. So for me, like the first customer was actually coming from my known network, family network, and all that. The first referrals was actually the customer thing. For you, what was your like first paycheck came from your network, or how did it started? Yeah.
Yeah, for me, the first project, it didn't come from whom I know. They knew me that yes, I'm doing, but the first project I got because I use a lot of social media and all. So we did a lot of, I had connection. So it's kind of word of mouth. I don't know who referred, but during COVID time, we got the first COVID project. Like, because that time, like, we are getting the data from the airport because so many different facilities they set up so that they keep on getting the patient data. So that was the first project we got,
Yeah.
and I don't know how she got me, but somehow we got that project, and maybe by word of mouth somebody know that we are doing, and
Yeah. Maybe I think you can give you an introduction of your company name and what you do in layman terms. A person
Mhm.
who is in non-healthcare background, if you can give that context, that will also be helpful for the audience.
Okay, so what we do as a ClinDCast.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have not mentioned about your company name yet, so maybe you can
Okay, okay,
and why that
got it.
name as well. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, ClinDCast. Yeah, that's a unique name. And how you come up with that idea is ClinDCast means clinical data cast, because our focus is fully into the healthcare space, and we do play around all these healthcare data side. So that's why we give the name clinical data cast, ClinDCast. And the work we do in a simple way is like, what can I say? We put the chaos into a magic box. Like, what we do is, in simple way, healthcare system. We help how healthcare system, because healthcare system they have, they use so many application in so many different department, right? We help them how data can move seamlessly within the hospital so that provider can take better care, and whenever they need the data is there. So that's what we do in a simple way.
and even the first project for you was the same thing, or was it more different? Uh,
And the first project was like the interoperability space, like moving the data like from one place to other place, quality data, doing the data analysis, sending the, we automate the process how the, because when we collect the data, we collect so many different format, PDF, HL7, text file. So we just we had our own integration engine. So we did the mapping, we cleaned the data, make sure that we are sharing the data only when we are sending to the destination. Only one format, suppose they are looking for only HL7, we map to everything into the HL7 format. And also we automated like, during COVID time also, patient they make sure that they are getting the text message whether they are positive or COVID negative. We automate that process also. Yeah,
nice.
yeah, so integration side we are doing. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I always have this curiosity, like whenever I work or been seen with healthcare ecosystem in United States, I always see like sending a data from one ecosystem to another ecosystem, one EHR to another EMR or something like that. It is always hard, and it's not so straightforward thing. Why it's still so hard in general? Why it's still not so standardized, structurized? Why there are no so plugin in one click it can be done?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. So outside, the way we are telling why it is so hard, outside it looks very simple, right? You go to the hospital, you ask you ask your name, they put it and everything, all of a sudden you see all the information. But then why still hospital is struggling to share the, yeah, that's a good question. So what is happening in the healthcare system? You can see the way the system is designed, the technology they are using, because all these hospital they design in a different way. It's not like everything is they are using the same technology, right? They are using so many legacy system, right? It built a long time back. The team was different, and they use different technology, and they are also using, I mean, on the way also the team change, vendor change, technology change, so many things happen. But hospital system they are still using the same technology, and most of the application they are not compatible with the new technology, the API compatibility, right? So that is the struggle. And again, the system they are using so many different format, right? PDF, text, audio, video, so many different format. And when you are sharing the data to the different system, how the system can talk to each other, make sure that they are using a common language, right? It's not so easy like the way different technology, different they are using different, I mean the coding system. So it's not so easy. And again, on top of that, when we are thinking about the AI, make sure that they have the quality data, because AI depends upon the data. So that's why it's complex. And again, the leadership, they have to take the decision. And most of the time on the way when the leadership change, again they have to understand what exactly this data is. Is it okay to reduce the data? I mean, is it okay to use this data or keep this data, or we can send it somewhere? Again they take time, so it's not so easy to take the decision, okay, let's do it. So a lot of things get connected to take the decision, and it's not so easy. It's a complex system altogether.
Yeah, and you were mentioning about the AI piece, right? The it needs a foundation of data lake so that the
Right.
conversation of AI can happen. I would like to know more from the like what are the AI use cases right now you are working or your organization is working, and like you can give enlighten me with any of the current engagement or any use cases which you are working with in
Yeah.
AI
So
space.
yeah, AI, because that is the traction going on. I mean, in the healthcare space currently, everywhere you go, like everyone is talking about AI, right? Or every industry, not only healthcare, but healthcare is taking time. So currently, the best thing going on in the healthcare space is ambient AI. That is more, it is taking more traction, and hospital system now they are trusting, okay, this is working as expected. So ambient AI listening is what is happening is currently, when providers see the patient, it is listening to the conversation, patient and provider, and it is creating the clinical documentation. Because previously, what is happening when patient go to see a provider, because here a lot of rule regulation compliance make sure that you are properly documenting everything when patient is coming to the practice, right? But after using this AI integration, ambient listening, what it is helping is it is capturing all this conversation and creating a clinical note. After that, it is giving a visit summary or the clinical note, so that provided at the end, provider is just reviewing the conversation. It's not like when patient is there they are focusing more into the patient, not like all the time keep on putting the data into the system, not on the screen. More focus is what patient is talking, what is the problem. So that is helping a lot. That is what it is getting more traction on the AI side, ambient listening. Most of the hospital here they started using, and when we go to the conference and we hear the real story, that is the best part of the AI is happening.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
where ClinDCast, yeah. So, and the another thing is how, okay, you have any other
Yeah, yeah.
question?
So I was questioning more on how does that particular, is it a device or is it an app within the mobile? How does that starts, and how does the privacy or consent workflow work in this ecosystem?
Yeah, that's good. So any technology we are using in the healthcare space, definitely there is a consent needed, because it is capturing patient data and all. So when they go, that's what that the thing is happening. Like when patient go to the to visit a provider, and generally they write a consent. So They may not read all the pages, but everything is there. So
Yeah.
they write a consent yes, and they also, hey, there is a we are using AI application. It is just understanding the conversation, so patient know that they are using. Yeah, so this is a tool, an AI tool. What is happening? Certain I mean, this tool is. It depends upon that which software they are using. Certain AI like that ambient listening is coming as a package with EMR application. But sometimes if they are using, so because currently there are so many EMR application hospital is using, Epic, Sonor, Meditech, ECW, and Greenway, Office Practicum, so many different EMR application hospital system using. So as a ClinDCast, how we come to the picture? So we are integrating all these AI tool into the EMR system because it should not be a separate application. Otherwise, again, it will be a lot of work, right? We make sure that all this application is integrated into the AI, I mean, into the EHR application, so that doctor can see everything in one screen. So
Got
that's
it.
what clinical is coming into the picture, and we are helping on the integration piece.
Yeah. So if I just understand right, there is some hardware device which constantly listening and pushing into some kind of a solution or a software and
Yeah.
transcribing all the conversation in some TXT file or some PDF file kind of a thing. And then your job starts, right? And then I believe this is 10 times difficult than traditional way because you don't get structured HL7 or JSN or something like that. How does that transcribe you push it into the other EHR EMR, or how does that workflow look like?
Yeah, so it depends upon like the connectivity. Actually, what we understand, suppose whether it is Epic, Cerner, or any other EMR application, we better understand how the data can, how the application can, whether it will be API or other connectivity way we can integrate the application. So we have our own technical team. They understand those piece, and any third party application, not only the ambient AI. There are so many different device currently available, like the senior citizen. They are also using so many different device, oximeter, pulse meter, so many different device remotely we are monitoring. So we are from those device like ambient listening or any device, it is keep on collecting the data. We are through API connectivity, we are integrating to the EHR application, so that and we make sure that and at the end also the important thing is, when we are integrating AI support the clinical documentation, like how somebody can trust the AI side, right? At the end, make sure that provider is reviewing those information and then sign the document. That's right,
In
without
fact,
human
my
being to
question
stop.
was about that. At least you have answered that. So my question was like, in the conversation, if he starts saying that your height is 6 feet and then make it 5 feet and then 4 feet, so how does the AI takes and which one to take it up? So I believe now the provider has some
Yeah,
option
that's
to
what.
review.
Yeah, that's what everyone is looking for. Like that's what healthcare space is. That they are taking time. How AI is going to take the decision, because to do the analysis and all, it is taking time. But yeah, so that clinical documentation piece at the end, because instead of putting all the information in the system, at least the last 2 minutes, you can just review or whatever how much time, but it is
Right.
reducing a lot of time and helping them to at the end just review. Okay, these are the conversation. Then they give the sign up. Yeah, that
Got
is
it.
helping.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
And for you, like, it's anything new came in when you were integrating with ambient AI, or like something differently you have to do which you were not doing before in terms of API or something, or is it?
And yeah, so currently, what since we are into the interoperability space, so what is happening is like, yes, so when we started the integration in, I mean, initially it was HL7, right? Then CCTA, then FHIR. All this standard is every time the technology is evolving, and we keep on using so many different standards and all. But currently, FHIR is the API connectivity that is taking traction, because that built on modern API technology. I mean the web technology, the way you go to the like you how you do the shopping. You put the card and the automatic the that is the way wherever you go. If it is FHIR integrated, that is the fastest way data can move from one system to other system. That's what everyone is getting connected with FHIR standard. But now, since the AI is coming to the picture, now we are thinking in a different way, because agentic AI is coming to the picture.
Right.
right? So it will be super fast. But we have to see, like, I mean, currently the way everything is going on the API integration in the healthcare system, any application, any tool we are integrating, everything is going on mostly FHIR standard. But now everyone is looking into the AI, right?
Right.
The agentic AI and all, but it may definitely it will take time because AI is the data you are feeding, right?
Right.
So to build the trust, it will take time because it need lot of audit trail, it need lot of governance and rule regulation. But definitely the future is everyone is looking into the agentic AI, how it is going to
Right.
solve the interoperability problem.
Right. 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 I've
Yeah.
seen like more for the assistance level, people are using it, like getting the more information, guidance, and all that. But whenever it comes to taking at the organization level, like hospital or clinics or certain where the crowd is big, those institutions are very conscious. They are waiting. They are actually trying to look at like, okay, who is other guys, given that clear definition of integration, testing, validation, patient safety. So yeah, I think this space is going a little bit slowly for healthcare, but in general, at personal level, people are just asking, what shall I do next and all that. Mm.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So healthcare industry is yes. So everyone is telling, yeah, because healthcare industry is different than other industry. If you'll see, yeah. So everyone is telling, yeah. So even why healthcare industry is a little slow than other industry adopting the technology, right? Because healthcare industry is different from other industry. You think about a scenario like if AI is doing mistake, other industry like for shopping, like if it is going to do certain mistake, that means it may be recommend a different product, okay? And if it is going to do certain mistake in banking industry, maybe small I mean some transaction, it may give some alert, okay, there is this transaction happen, wrong transaction. But think if do the mistake in healthcare, it is going to impact a patient, it is going to impact a family, it is going to impact a, provider decision, right? It is going to impact somebody's life. That's why healthcare industry, it takes time. They make sure that whatever technology they are using, they trust the technology, and it is going to take the right decision. Because end of the day, it's not the technology, it's somebody's life.
Right.
That's why it is taking time. Like other, I mean, other industry, yes, they are more advanced, but slowly it is taking traction. We have to build the trust.
Yeah.
Once physician understand, yes, it is going to, this is going to help us. So going forward, definitely, I mean, slowly healthcare system, they are adopting all this AI and advanced technology. And but end of the day, it is patient safety, and we have to, again, in the healthcare space, we have to go through certain rule regulation, audit process and all, make sure the data is clear, quality data we are providing. Because garbage in, garbage out, when we put bad data, the output will be wrong, right? When we put good data, then you can take better decision. So that's the goal. I mean, definitely we are there. Slowly it is taking traction, and end of the day, it is somebody life.
So, like you have seen or you think is in general, like every day, at least most of the tool when I connect with, right, with AI, either it is MCP or sometime it is an agentic integration, or sometime it is a CLI, which is a near term, almost like a modern last 3 months. It's been that command line interface, no UI. Let's talk in black and white world. So in this, do you what do you foresee? Will it happen in healthcare? Will not happen? Since you are very close to that coupling piece, right? So what is your opinion in this journey of this integration, MCP or
Yes,
CLI?
CLA and all, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, because every day the technology is getting advanced. Yeah, definitely we should get the best out of it. Yeah, so many things coming into the picture. Yeah, definitely in future we maybe use those technology and all. Yeah, it started. I mean, so many things are coming up, and the, as I mentioned, the trust is very important in the healthcare space, right? In healthcare space, and again, AI can, and again, So in the, I mean, it's been a long time we got an opportunity to get the best out of something. Because if you see in the healthcare space, they have terabytes of data, right? And they don't know what to do. But here is when we're talking about all these technologies, CLI and all, everything is coming into the picture, yet it can take the best decision. Definitely, we can, going forward, that is the future. Everyone is looking into how we can get best out of all this data. Because we got an opportunity, right? It's been after a long time. How we can best use of it. In future, definitely it will take, definitely it is going to coming to the picture, it is going to help to get something best out of from all this data and all, and how physician can take better decision and all. But it will take some time because all this rule regulation policy, because what exactly data you are going to touch and how much data it is going to expose. We make sure that when we are using any kind of AI tool, make sure that it is not going to expose everything, right? All this rule regulation, it is coming into the picture. But I see it has a huge impact going forward. Definitely healthcare space, they are looking into using new technology, advanced technology and all. So yes, it has a huge it has a great future, I can see.
Got it. So, and like I'm just always wondering, like a startup or a journey when you started, right? How does that trust get built? I guess today, if I'm not wrong, you have 70, 80 employees, right? Or more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
if I have to see your journey in this, right? I believe so many clients started trusting you. And like any hospital or clinic or any physician's office, right? Giving you access to their core engine. Of course, there are some regulated way to control and
yeah.
have the documentation, but still, as a early stage when you started the journey, how did you establish that trust, like someone to give you that confidence and say that, hey, like take this data or integrate this for us? How did that actually happen for, especially in this regulated space?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what, whatever currently. Yeah, that's a good question. Definitely, because it's a lot of rule regulation to access the PHI data, right? So, in how hospital trust, here trust is the responsibility. Here trust is honesty. When I say responsibility, because when you are going to touch, when hospital is giving their patient record, it is not patient record, somebody life, right? You are going to touch. That is how responsibility you are taking. And again, when we are going to touch the data, every time we connect in a secure way. We provide the training to the resource who are getting involved into that project. We make sure that they are securely accessing the patient data, and they are well trained. They should not reveal the PHI data, otherwise anybody can search your name, right? If they have the patient data, they have the access to the hospital system, they can tell, hey, this is the patient and everyone is coming, they can search. But that doesn't happen, because everyone they touch any hospital system PHI data, they go through all this training. And if they see something, any risk, they immediately they report to the team, hey, there is a risk. And here, like, you can't go super fast, you have to slow down, because it is like you are going to touch somebody life, right? Everything is there. So very carefully we make sure that. And also, when as a IT engineer, when we get access to the healthcare data, generally we do not give all the 360 view. They have certain, only the certain access we gave the user access. There is lot of restriction. And also end of the day, it is trust is how honest you are, right? Whoever is working, they truly mean what they are doing, and they give their 100%. And how responsible way you are taking, how you are taking the responsibility, because end of the day it is somebody life. And it's a lot of rule regulation, they take the proper training, and the right access they take. So many process they go, it's not like easily they will get the access.
Yeah,
There are a lot of, yeah, yeah.
and it takes a lot of time and process
Yeah.
checking.
So
Yeah.
to get the access also, it's not one day you create a ticket, they will give the access. Okay. They do all this background verification, everything. We go certain process. Any I mean, any project, healthcare project we do, so like they do all this background verification and all. It take minimum 2 3 weeks to do all this process, provide the access and all.
Nice.
They are very
I'm
strict. Yeah.
glad to see you that you have established that base trust for all this ecosystem. Now it's time, I think, for you to just have that massive growth, especially now AI healthcare is going to infuse like anything. And your role, I feel like, is going to be more intense upcoming years because it's huge demand, which is
Yeah, that's true.
exploding. Yeah. So, like in as in your journey of this thing, right? Like healthcare, entrepreneurship. I'm pretty sure you would have gone through a tough day. Also, in terms of what was the like tough day for you? Like if you have to put stressful days or anything in any episode of your life, specifically in this journey of your entrepreneurship and
Yeah.
specific. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So a tough time, yeah. As a founder and a CEO, every time, I mean, every day is a new day, right? So you come like with a lot of different challenge. Every day is not same, right? Today you have different challenge, tomorrow. So on the way, definitely I learn. Yeah, the challenge part is initially like you have to face by yourself because you know better than your team, right? When you are 100%, that's what we started the organization, right?
Yeah.
So you have to face first. And sometimes, with all this lot of responsibility, lot of challenge, end of the day, you need to be confident. You need to be happy when you are passing your energy to your team, right? You cannot show your stress to them, right? Make sure that they are giving their 100%, they are energetic. So sometimes it's very hard, the day is very tough, but when I meet my team, I make sure that they are energetic and they are giving their best. And what is next, right?
Nice.
What is new? And definitely on the way I learn, so it's feel like it's a roller coaster ride, right? So, and
And from where you get this energy?
sorry, I
From where
missed it.
do you get that energy for like killing your bad day and making
Yeah,
it
that's
more
true. To
positive?
be energetic, definitely. Yeah, I do self care. I make sure that I read a lot of books, and I use a certain app. Like sometimes if I don't have time, so I just summarize like within 15 minutes. It will summarize the book and all. I motivate myself. I do yoga. I do meditation. I go to gym. I make sure that I'm strong, I'm fit, and thinking positive every time, and mentally I'm healthy. Because once you are energetic, once your cup is full, then you can pour to other cup, right? So to others, right? When you are energetic, you can pass the same energy. And I have mentors. I talk to them when I feel low. So I make sure that I am surrounded with good people. I have good friends with. I mean, on the way, really, frankly telling, I met so many good people in my life. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And like, I'm pretty sure like startup goes through roller coaster. Today it feels like we are a billionaire. Tomorrow it feels like bankruptcy. So how does that emotion looks like for you? Especially in early years, it's very. I will say every alternate days we see that experience.
Yeah.
So, but you came through that tough question on
Yeah.
survivability of the startup and then taking it to success. Was there any kind of those moments for you, or was it more smooth right in this?
E- Yeah, the best part is, the best thing is definitely there is a lot of good things happen on the way. So sometimes when you deliver a project, what happen is like initially we deliver a project and after 6 months and we didn't hear back anything. Yeah, they appreciate it, but we really did good work. Like sometimes you feel I give not 100%, we gave 200%. And after 6 months that organ again came back. Hey, you guys really did a good job and here is another project. That is the happiest moment. That means you did good, right? So it's not like, because the way I set up my organization, I did trust and honesty. That is the two core thing. I make sure that because somebody is paying money, right, to make the job done, we make sure that We are giving our best to make sure my client is happy and successful. Once they are successful, definitely they will put you out,
Yeah.
right? That is the way I am growing, and that helps me a lot in my life. Whoever is working with me, maybe they don't have project today, but definitely they come tomorrow. That is for 100, because they know that who I am, that is me, and that's the core thing I put in my organization. And whoever is working with me, frankly telling, it's been a long time they are with me, because they know who I am, and I am with them all the time. And like recently I met somebody, maybe 2 years, in a conference. Suddenly he just called me, Anita, there is a project, let's work. I should really see, people remember when they see you, they know who you are, right? That's the way, like, I put my organization, like that is the two thing I carry forward. And that's what we are growing.
Nice, nice. I'm glad that customer success is the core to you, because the Tericsoft, the Teric means it's a bunch of individuals whose success come by making other people successful. So we believe like if we make our client and people around us make successful, we'll get in that success journey. So
That's
so yeah, I think like only a few questions I have in my mind. One, I think in general with respect to like I'm just always trying to picture this journey, right? We were few years back there was an XML kind of format, then HL7 came into picture. Maybe before that there was something else. At least in my journey of it was started with HL7, and then there was another technology, and then most of the today's integrations are with API, right?
API
REST API
connectivity,
kind
yes.
of a thing. And now when I'm seeing like the most of the AI is actually calling this model MCP product protocols, right? Like, and I'm just always curious, like if the new generation integration for healthcare, will it be that? Because AI is a probabilistic algorithm. End of the day, it's always have that 1% error chances. In that healthcare specifically for integration, I'm still curious, like will it be a that technology or something else? And I think always I'm curious to know, and since you are working very closely with it, what can be the best other way to do the integration, specifically if AI is talking system? Will it be still an API integration or something else you think in near future?
Yes, so near future, definitely everyone is looking into the AI that is evolving every day, because so many different tool is coming to the market. You see that, right? That is the era is going on, and the next generation is very excited about that one. Same thing, we are also very excited about how it is going to add value into the healthcare space. Yes, because currently what is happening, yeah, before everywhere, every the data was exchanged only the file format, XML, PDF, and all, but now slowly moved to HL7, then CCDA, now FHIR. That's where all these so many different standards. I mean, now the FHIR is taking the
Yeah,
traction, right?
correct.
All these API connectivity and all. Going forward, as you mentioned, that since the technology is evolving, definitely there is a way, right? Like the AI is coming to the picture. Agentic, specifically agentic AI. I feel the future is because agentic, definitely agentic AI, it is going to take more traction, but we have to think like to use those technology and all. Is our data clean? Do you have the right data? And also the another thing is make sure that it is, before we are implementing it, need like when, because as I mentioned, like when you have the quality data, that's what I see there is a huge I mean traction on the interoperability side, because end of the day it's data, right? Once the data is there, the data is clean data, and the hospital system, before they use AI, make sure that they are working on that foundation level. It's not like interoperability is not like only the connecting the system. It make sure that you are sharing the quality data. Is the data is clean? Once you have the clean data, yes, technology can take to the next level. Yes, agentic AI, that is the future we see, because every day so many different things is coming to the picture with respect to AI. Yes, we are in the healthcare space, we are looking into how technology is going to help in a better way so that patient can get the best care, right? So that that's what everyone is talking about, longevity, right? So
Yeah.
that's what everyone is talking about, a long life and all. So yes, so it is going to take the traction, that is the future of AI. But end of the day, like it's about the data. Once you have the right data, then we can use any technology. Yes, so now fire is taking traction, definitely agentic AI and all these new technology coming up, definitely there is a future to use.
Got it, got it. And like I've seen recently some healthcare tool, at least in US context, where they were trying to build more like an assistance flow. So not trying to bring a traditional or a modern, extreme modern world thing where AI is actually doing consenting or something, but it's just sniffing the data and just giving that advice as a co-pilot, and then it's up to doctor whether to consider not consider. But it also gives the citation saying that okay, it is because I saw data A, B, and C in this pipeline, and that's why I'm giving the consenting for or advice to this particular diagnosing. But do you see, like, is it getting common in hospital or still in early stage of adopting that?
Yeah, all this administrative work, yeah, that is because definitely that's what everyone is looking into. It's not like going to replace the provider. It is going to help provider how they can reduce all this administrative work, all the documentation like clinician they are doing, nurse they are also struggling all this manual work and all. Yeah, so that is slowly that is taking more traction on the healthcare space so that they can get more time, so that they can spend more time with patient, not all this administrative work. But end of the day, going forward, AI is not going to replace the provider, it is going to help provider how provider is going to take better decision. Because as a patient, when you go to hospital, you feel better when you somebody's emotion, I mean some you, when you talk to the provider you feel connected, right? Okay, they understand my pain. It's not like you go sit and a technology is talking, you think about that. If I go to the, definitely I feel like when I see the provider I feel very better, because he understand me as a human being. A human can understand, not a technology. How much data you feed in an empathetic way, human being can understand better than a technology, right? Yes, all this manual work is going forward. That is, it is also taking more traction. All the hospital they started using, because currently there is a bigger hospital here. They are using the front office call,
Nice.
they started using AI, because every time it is automatically it is sending the text message, all the appointment scheduling, canceling, everything AI is now handling, and that is handling in a really good way. They were showing the report like the last time they didn't use, and recently they are using lot of improvement, and that is the way it is helping,
Right. So the
documenting all
one
this.
is the ambient AI use case which is coming. Second is the AI receptionist solution in
Yes.
AI. What else
Mhm.
you have seen in the hospital right now, which is getting attraction in the AI space? Like any other thing you have seen?
Yeah, so recently also we see a couple of traction they are using like data analysis, like hospital system data analysis in the radiology department, like scanning the radiology, all this image and all. It is the way we are detecting, because doctor they are detect. I mean, when they see a radiology report, sometimes we miss also small thing. Also, naked eye we miss certain thing, but AI is really doing good thing on that space. Certain hospital they started using.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Diagnosing is also and picking up really well.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
makes sense. So, for you as like ClinDCast, right? Like how are you uh, seeing like next 5 years for you in this journey of AI integration and lot more? So how does that look like for you?
Yeah, so next 5-10 years, our focus is more into AI and digital transformation and interoperability side. So our goal is like currently the way we are helping, and we are helping healthcare system how they can be better ready for the AI era. When I say AI era, in the sense currently technology is evolving, how they can better use the technology, how system can connect with each other, how AI can help them to use the best out of all this data they are having, how they'll be ready for the AI era. And we want to be one of the trusted partner, make sure that they are growing and same time also we are growing together.
Nice, nice, nice. Great. Thanks, Anita, for making time for this podcast, and really good to learn a lot from you. And any ending notes would you like to talk or share with the audience?
No, it was really a great discussion and nice meeting with you all. And really, it's a lot of information also from you, a lot of questions. So I also, on the way, I got some clarity. So that's good.
Nice,
It was
nice,
really a good discussion with you.
nice. Thanks, Anita. Thanks for making it. See you then. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So,
I
yeah,
think
we will. We, yeah, so Anita, we'll stop recording. Ritika, did you stop? No, no. Is it like you have clicked on stop thing or still recording?